Vikings training camp news and nuggets. Let's go. All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar. Training camp for Monday is in the books. Tons of news and nuggets out there. As always, we want to give a credit to Will Reggett, Sam Ekstrom, Alec Lewis of The Athletic. They're just tweeting out a ton of stuff, and we're just kind of taking that all and just kind of vomiting it all over you guys. Just the highlights real quick. Before we get to that, remember, subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 9,500 subs, close to 10K. So we're starting it. Put hashtag 10K in the comments. When we hit 10K, we're going to do a random drawing of everybody doing 10K. 10K gets a Viking jersey and some Onebar and Lupagus swag. So comment 10K. Let's do it. So first off, guys that were not practicing, Jalen Naylor, Trishan Jackson, Lucky Jackson, Chris Reed, Jaqueline Roy, and Kenny Nwangu. The guys out of this list that, man, I wish they were out there. And they're injured. I'm sure it's very valid, but Jalen Naylor and Kenny Nwangu, man, I wish they were out there because I think they could be a big part of this Vikings team, especially Jalen Naylor maybe being that number 4 wide receiver, Kenny Nwangu potentially being that kick returner, number 3 running back. We'll see where he lands, but they got to get out there. And N'Keal Harry, brand new wide receiver, and Jacob Copeland were out there practicing. So now another 28 out there. Jacob Copeland is wearing 28. So if you see 28 running out there, it is not AP. That is Copeland. Good size. So look forward to seeing what those guys have to bring to offer. Ed Ingram. Will Reggett's just glowing about Ed Ingram, which you love to see. Ingram, he got better as the year went along last year, but was not fantastic. Will Reggett's is just saying he's looking very, very, very good, looking much better. So that's good to see. Alexander Madison, when Lupagus and I were there last week, looked damn good in practice. But again, he is getting rave reviews, looking very, very strong. Jordan Addison continuing to get plenty of love, well-deserved. Again, when we were there for that Thursday night practice, the dude was lighting shit up. You're seeing the clips out there on Twitter. His route running is ridiculous. KJ Osborne, love him. Jordan Addison's going to be breathing up his asshole to be that number 2 wide receiver. And what a great trio. So this is fantastic. And again, between everybody out there tweeting, keep raving about the wide receiver group. And it's valid. It is very, very valid. Brandon Powell even is getting some love, continuing to look very good out there. And Thayer Thomas. Thayer Thomas getting plenty of love. While Thayer is a guy that is going to be scrapping to make the final bottom of that 53 when it comes to wide receiver, he's a shoo-in for the practice squad, which I love. I love an undrafted free agent like a Thayer Thomas, very shifty wide receiver, and a guy who could still potentially make the 53. You love to hear everything about that. Going to the kickers, both kickers were 5 for 6. Sounds like Greg Joseph missed a shorter one. So Jack Podlesny, even though he's coming in second on the current depth chart right now, he's at least pushing Greg Joseph for a spot, which is good to see. And Nick Muse also is getting some solid reviews the way he's playing. So when it comes to the tight end position, do they keep 4? They just keeping those 3? What are they going to do? But again, when we were there, Nick Muse, he was out there. He was in the thick of things. So do not write off Nick Muse. Let's go to the defense side of the ball. Brian Asamoah. Again, everybody's just saying he's everywhere. Wherever the ball is, Brian Asamoah is there. And when he came out of the draft, that was everything in his draft. Any draft profile you read, wherever the ball was, Brian Asamoah was. So it's great to see that. And hopefully everybody's banking on this guy. So light it up. Davenport had a sack. Ivan Pace continuing to get in there with the ones, had a sack as well. And Danielle Hunter is being Danielle Hunter. He's making shit happen. So good to see. Mekhi Blackman is out there once too. And I think Lewis Seen had some decent plays as well. So there you go. There are the news and nuggets for the day. Like I said, 10K in the comments. Hit that sub button. We'll be back later talking about the Vikings. First official depth chart. It is out. We're going to break it down.